Hello everybody. So, the end is in sight. Bit of an ominous video title, right? But hear me out, it's not. It's nothing really that bad, okay? It's just the end of my channel as it is. Not, I have some sort of explaining to do. That was kind of clickbaity of me, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the end. I'm looking forward to the end, I think. For reasons that will become more obvious later, it would be really awesome if you guys, especially if you've watched a lot of my videos and the stuff I do, could let me know in the comments of this video what your favourite thing I do is. I mean, in terms of like videos, the kind of videos and stuff like that. Not necessarily just, you know, the favourite thing I do as in like the way that I cuss sometimes or the way that I sip my drink. I mean literally like the kind of videos, because that's going to be really helpful shaping my decisions in the future in ways that I'll explain a bit more about further on in this video. So anyway, God, it feels like ages since I just sat and talked into the camera like this. Ages and ages. What would have the last time have been? Oh, I suppose it must have been when I recorded that video about the beach. Because since then it's just been like Let's Plays and oh, the Lego building thing, wasn't it? And there's still a couple more episodes of that to come as well. So I'm going to be finishing my daily lockdown videos when I hit video number 100. And what I'm going to do is from here on out, rather than referring to them as my daily lockdown videos, I'm going to be referring to them as 100 days of lockdown. I'm sort of making this video to explain to you guys why that is, how it's going to happen, how it's going to change the channel and what you see from me, and etc, etc. It feels weird making this because I know that like I don't have a huge audience by any stretch of the imagination, right? So to make these kind of announcements feels kind of self-indulgent, and I apologize for that. But although there's just maybe like, what, maybe 250 of you now, that's huge for me. And I feel like I not only can give you guys an explanation, but also it helps get it straight. It helps get it straight in my head to finally get it on paper, because I have lots of things like flurrying around right now. Most important thing that's kind of in the front of my mind is that I have had a really, really good time doing this. A really great time doing these 100 days of lockdown, making videos, interacting with you guys. And I have kind of decided that it is something that I want to be part of my future. I want this to be something that I do. But part of my immediate future is also that I'm going to have to go back to my day job. And although there's a chance that that's going to change slightly, I know that I can't keep up this current output if and when I do have to go back to work. I say if, I'm going to have to. It's sort of a matter of when, right? Everything's still a little bit loosey-goosey. I'm just going to sort of like talk for a bit about the future of my videos and how I think that can fit into not, you know, crashing and burning financially because I have to go back to work. I can't just quit and do this as much as I would love to do that. That would be incredible to be able to be a full-time like video making person. It's certainly not viable right now, but I love my job. It's hard, it's difficult, but I definitely want to still be making videos, okay? So first of all, I'm going to be referring to all of this as the 100 days of lockdown, not my daily lockdown videos anymore. If I mention the 100 at all, because there's a chance that I may want some of these videos to live longer than the 100 days, whereas if I mention about this kind of lockdown thing in the beginning of the video, like in the opening crawl, then they might not make sense later on down the line, which I'll explain a bit more of as well as we get onto other points, which are this channel, once I hit 100, is going to change. And I don't know exactly what way 100%, but for sure it's not going to exist in the way that it currently does right now. For one, it's probably going to involve minimizing the presence of, and even maybe potentially unlisting, some old irrelevant videos that were really only to do with the current time. Stuff like vlog content, I'm not going to be really doing any more of, apart from maybe like, you know, rare occasions if something really fun or different or something like that comes up. But vlog things like, you know, when we made the sangria together, or when we, you know, when I made that leisure suit, like they're very time intensive really for what they are. It takes a lot of time and effort to make, and they aren't necessarily videos that I think are very highly well produced, at least not to the ability that I could do. So I think I'd like to focus on videos that I can have a little bit more production control over. You know, vlogging is also just so I don't know, it's very time intensive, very effort intensive, and not really, they weren't the most fun videos to make for me. I think they're some of my favourite videos now that they're finished, but how much they'll carry into the future, I really don't know. Well, I mean, I do know. Less. Less than they are now. But my thinking with the change of the channel is that people really like to know what they're getting out of their YouTube channels, right? They like their YouTube channels to have a thing. And just by its very nature of me using this daily video thing as an opportunity to try lots of different things, I don't really have a thing, right? Apart from, you know, I'm the only constant throughout a lot of these videos, and I would very much like to get specific in telling people what they are getting. Part of my plan for that is to maybe divide this channel's content into different, more specific channels, multiple channels, so that each one can have a thing, right? Right now, I guess I can kind of picture maybe at least three. Two of them really overlap, so it could just be two. For instance, a channel about relaxing, chill out content, like hanging out with me, stuff like the Lego building, the plant potting and stuff like that. I don't think I'll ever really lean into ASMR, but that style of relaxing, chill out, unintentional ASMR type video. And then also, like, I really like doing my chats about films and stuff. That was really fun. I could see that being something else as well, maybe spreading its wings a bit. But where that overlaps is I would also like to keep doing gaming content. Maybe that could also happen in a way like my film chat videos. So that part's still quite loose at the moment, but what I'm trying to get across is that the channel as it exists now won't be the same way in, say, a month's time. It will be different. And I'll be treating it differently and uploading to them differently as well. The schedule certainly won't be daily. And the next thing is that I'm really, I'm only like 3 days in, but I'm very much enjoying Twitch. And just a couple of reasons why. I find it a lot more interactive. It's very fun to be able to chat with people who are on the stream while I'm doing it. I'm already on path to make, what's it called, affiliate. I know that that's like quite a low bar, right? But still, it's been very fun. In total, maybe like a 10-minute video that I might make for YouTube could take, depending how much script noting I'm making and stuff. If it's just a talking head like this one, the rough scripting and note-taking and planning, and then the setup, filming, offloading onto the computer, editing, uploading, and then optimizing on YouTube, like description, making the thumbnail, stuff like that. Let's say that takes between 3 and 5 hours, depending on the nature of the video. If I'm making like a batch, say like Let's Plays, or the Lego videos, then maybe there's some efficiencies there, but on average, 3 to 5 hours. Now, I can get on Twitch and stream for 3 hours, and then that's on Twitch, right? Like, that's it. Once I get off the computer, it's done. And that is very exciting, knowing that there's like nothing else to edit or anything. I know that you could make like, what they called highlights and stuff, but knowing that you don't necessarily have to, there's not much more work to do after you've done the fun bit. That's very tempting. And I just find that, I think that I've already in a couple of days had more fun streaming than I have had, you know, churning out smaller videos. And I think that being able to focus on having fun and making friends is something that will probably be more rewarding long term than trying to hit a daily schedule. And in that same vein, that brings me to my next kind of point, which is I would love to have more power to make YouTube videos that have taken maybe a bit more research, are a bit more planned to some extent, but I think maybe I'm at my best when I'm kind of ad-libbing, right? Like, I don't want to necessarily fully script videos, but I would like things to maybe include a bit more research, be a bit more informative, particularly if I'm, you know, I can mix maybe rambling with also some stuff that's genuinely interesting. I would just like to be able to have more time to put more quality into the videos that I'm making, and I think that they will do much better because of that, right? Like, the videos I'm having the most fun making, I would like to be able to invest more time in. which I think is like a shift of a focus to real quality rather than making a new video every single day as a challenge, right? Which was kind of just like a personal challenge to myself, and that you know, has been a great challenge. I've really enjoyed it. It's been fun. I've learned a lot about the kind of stuff I like making and all of these platforms and stuff. Like, I think in these 100 days, which is crazy, right? The fact that we've been in lockdown for at least 100 days, or are going to have been in about like a week and a half or something like that. It's crazy. But it's taught me so much. I think it might have taken me a lot longer to learn if I was just, say, doing weekly videos or something like that. So yeah, I've had so much fun with the experience, and I'm really glad I did it. But it's time for a shift in focus, I think. It's like, I think there's never been a more competitive time to be a video person, right? To be like you know, an online person, and I think that I would really like to make sure I'm doing everything right, and I'm doing everything to the best of my ability, making stuff I really enjoy making and that I'm really proud of. Like I said, I would really like this to be a part of my future consistently, and that's going to mean, to some extent, taking it more seriously, right? Like, not too seriously, because that's very much it's not a bit of me. But so between now and, I guess this must be like, what, video 89, or are we low 80s still? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. Hang on, I've got it right here. Okay, so today is 84, so there's another 15 videos to go. So in those 2 weeks near bang on, what is it you guys can expect from me? Well, I'm going to still be doing daily videos all the way up to 100, because that is a challenge I want to see through to the end. I'm just making sure I'm giving myself plenty of time to spin up into what I see as coming next. So I want to do something special for 100, but I really don't know. If you have any suggestions, then please do let me know wherever we chat, like Twitter or down in the comments or whatever. It would be really nice to know what you guys would think would be a nice big occasion for the 100th video. And I also am probably going to try and commit to streaming for a couple of hours every weekday morning, at the very least. At the very least, I say that because I may stream more often if like a free evening comes up or something like that. But there is no time like the present. While I'm not at work, I think that I should be making the most of the fact that I have so much free time, right? Like, so much of it available to me to be able to spend doing these things I really like doing. So yeah, daily YouTube video and a daily stream. So that's a lot of work, but you know, I've already deliberately sort of altered the schedule of my daily videos so that they become a little bit more easy to automate. Like I said, I've recorded the 3 Lego videos, so that actually schedule-wise takes us all of the relaxing videos to the end. I have enough Ape Escape Let's Plays to for those to go through to the end. The end, we're talking about the end, it feels so final, doesn't it? But it's not, it's a new beginning. So yeah, I think that there's plenty of room for me to be able to enjoy and focus on streaming and building a Twitch channel. And yeah, so like I mentioned, I really want you guys to, especially if you've listened to all of this rambling, like I really want you guys to let me know what it is that you enjoy that I do, or what it is that you enjoy about spending this time with me and keeping each other company. Because that really will affect my decisions moving forward. Like, what are your favorite kinds of videos? What do you like to see? What would you like to see from me? And, you know, if we're friends and we talk on social media or whatever, and you like everything I do, then just try and be strict with yourself and decide what would go on the top of the pile if you really had to choose. Because that'll make it easier for me to whittle things down. So, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry for how rambly this is. I hope I got my point across. It's kind of been an exercise in getting my thoughts together at this point. But yeah, as usual, stay safe and healthy, guys. And yeah, okay, bye.